The propagandist uses certain tools to mobilize opinions and attitudes. The propagandist tries to stimulate others to accept without challenge his own assertions or to act as he wants them to do. The idea of using suggestions or stimulation as a propaganda device is that it will lead the public to accept a proposition even though there are no logical grounds for accepting it. The early Christian missionaries, in particular, and almost any other religion in general, have relied heavily on the propaganda techniques to spread the word of God. However, the large-scale application of these techniques, and that too to devastating effects, was during the World Wars, where the paper bullets were deemed to be as devastating as the lead bullets. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Naija News series. Kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up, and leave your comments. Propaganda is a powerful tool that can mold public opinion and affect behavioral change. The skilled propagandist also knows the techniques of making ideas stick, and so they resort to the use of keywords and slogans. The propagandists use this tool by making broad and positive statements and presenting these statements in simple and familiar language. So recently, when a viral video of the self-acclaimed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Simon Ekpa, ordering people to observe a sit-at-home from December 9th to 14th and threatening death for anyone that violates the sit-at-home order, IPOB had to quickly react and counter the disinformation, as spontaneous outrage from eminent Igbo personalities and organizations, including Ohaneze Ndigbo, questioned the authenticity of the video. The leadership of IPOB was the first to disown the purported sit-at-home order, saying it never emanated from the pro-Biafra movement. IPOB, in a statement by its media and publicity secretary, Ima Powerful, urged residents of Southeast to ignore the order, describing it as mischievous and anti-Biafra. He said, IPOB never issued any sit-at-home order because we are not miscreants. Every Biafran resident in Biafra land should ignore such an order from untrained and brainless individuals whose agenda is to make Biafra agitation unattractive to our people. Every Biafran must go about their normal businesses. IPOB, which is concerned about our people, cannot issue such a brainless and uncaring 5-day consecutive sit-at-home order to suffer our people during this critical time of the year. Their agenda is to create insecurity and unnecessary hardship. Also, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked residents of Southeast and all Biafrans to ignore the purported 5-day order being circulated in the video. Kanu's younger brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, spoke with reporters on Thursday after visiting the IPOB leader at the Abuja headquarters of the Department of State Services, DSS, where he is currently detained. He said that his brother told him that he never issued any such orders. According to him, promoters of such senseless and anti-people order are the real enemies of Biafra. Propaganda is an age-old tool employed to cast doubt or sow discord among a group of people. The aim is to create division and subsequently influence people's opinions and behavior. In this case, the propagandists want the southeastern people of Biafra to be unsympathetic towards IPOB and the Biafra cause. Propaganda is fairly common in war efforts and political marketing, where the truth may not see any daylight. For example, the Iraq War by the US presents multiple instances where the US propaganda machinery ensured that enough false information was fed to the US populace to keep the public opinion in favor of the war. At the start of the war, fraudulent documents alleged the Iraqi regime to be in possession of weapons of mass destruction, both biological and nuclear. However, no such claims were corroborated even after the US invasion. Various schemes has been used to classify different types of propaganda activities. One such categorization classifies propaganda as white, gray, or black, according to the degree to which the sponsor conceals or acknowledges its involvement. White propaganda is correctly attributed to the sponsor and the source is truthfully identified. The US government International Broadcast Service, Voice of America, or Radio Biafra, for example, broadcasts white propaganda. Grey propaganda, on the other hand, is unattributed to the sponsor and conceals the real source of the propaganda. The objective of grey propaganda is to advance viewpoints that are in the interest of the originator, but that would be more acceptable to target audiences than official statements. The reasoning is that avowedly propagandistic materials from a foreign government or identified propaganda agency might convince few, but the same ideas presented by similarly neutral outlets would be more persuasive. Newspaper articles written by a disguised source are examples of grey propaganda. But while grey propaganda is unattributed, black propaganda is falsely attributed. Black propaganda is subversive and provocative. It is usually designed to appear to have originated from a hostile source in order to cause that source embarrassment, to damage its prestige, to undermine its credibility, or to get it to take actions that it might not otherwise. Black propaganda is usually prepared by secret agents or an intelligence service because it would be damaging to the originating group if it were discovered. It routinely employs underground newspaper, forged documents, online videos or audios, etc. Thus, the purported video ordering people to observe a sit-at-home from December 9th to 14th and threatening death for anyone that violates the sit-at-home order clearly has the writings of a black propaganda against IPOB and the leader of the Biafra movement, Nnamdi Kanu. But the desired effect was effectively doused by the prompt response of the group and other pan-Igbo organizations urging the people to go about their legitimate businesses without fear of molestation. The continuous incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, which in the first instance is against the rule of law, as a federal court of appeal has acquitted the IPOB leader of any wrongdoings, has a cushioning effect on the propagandist techniques, as people are already sympathetic to his plight because of the perceived government bias towards the IPOB leader. What method will the Buhari administration employ against Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB next? A stay of execution, continued detention, or more propaganda techniques? Time will tell. Kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up, and leave your comment. Stay tuned to the channel for more analysis. Thanks and bye.